Hello, everybody. Hey there. It's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, Other Hobbies, and Collectibles. July 18, 2024, Thursday night, 5:15 p.m. California time. And let's get to it. I got some more random oddball-ish kind of stuff that was still in my oddball box. And I want to show those so I can put the box back up because it's in the way. But shout outs to Value Vintage Cards. He responded to me. Stukes, hey man, how you doing? He responded. Medicine Man, Angry Old Man, TTM, commented on my videos and subscribed, I believe. Just Your Average Geeks commented. New subscriber, Just Your Average Geeks. Kurt. Like that Ted Williams card. Oh, that Ted Williams card. I guess that's from Ken Burns' baseball series that they did. You can get some from PBS. I guess some from General Motors. And then another like restaurant or something like that you can get. And those are pretty rare. So the Ted Williams one, I guess you could have gone into a GM dealership and bought a card for like $1. So maybe like every week or month or something they released a card, and it was over the span of the 9 innings of Ken Burns baseball. Angry Old Man, he subscribed. Pepino Man, Shoebox Legends, TCB, Diver Dave. All right, thank you all for commenting. And so what we're going to do here on Old Style Classics today is we're going to show you some random stuff. So we're not going to start off with football, or baseball. We're going to start off with this poster that they gave me at the, I don't remember where I got it, like the record store or something like that. But I did get an Iron Maiden poster when that album came out. I think that's like Book of Souls, or no. It said Jitsu, new album. So it's like there you go, Eddie. So whether you like Iron Maiden or not, it's pretty cool stuff. I like the previous album, and then there's another side. So the album was out September 3rd that year. And it was a samurai themed Iron Maiden Sejutsu. Yeah, and this one was okay. I like the other one a little better, the one that came out before it. But that's pretty cool, and that's a pretty cool poster. Iron Maiden, Eddie there. So I'm sure some of you guys don't want to see that right off the bat. And of course my man Macho Man Randy Savage on the Slim Jims packaging. So I kept one of these, but you can still pick these up 7-Eleven. So that's pretty cool. Then I believe I have this poster that I got from one of the card shops, and it's showing like who you can get that year, like one of the window displays. So Topps Diamond Anniversary Scavenger Hunt. So it's just got an image of the cards. 2011. So this 2011 poster. So I don't know, is Trout supposed to be in here? So got Buster Posey there. And then it has all this literature on the back as well. So something to do with, sorry about this folks, this thing's too big. Alright, so I'll try to get that in the screen for you. Hunt, Gather, 60 Top Series 1 cards, win a limited edition Top 60 anniversary ring, 60th anniversary thing, Topps Diamond Anniversary Scavenger Hunt. I'm not going to show all the small stuff there because one, you can't do it anymore, and I guess that's the ring that you can get. And I think Mike Trout was old Trouty was an update, wasn't he? So you can get Diamond Anniversary ring, if you won or you did the scavenger hunt. So they're showing you the different cards that was part of this little hunt. Hey, look at my man. That's why I think I got this, because they have the Andre Dawson in there. A 60 years of Topps card from the 1980s. And then there's the little diamond giveaway thing. Reprint cards. And then, oh wow, look at that. They are advertising the Kimball Champions. So that's pretty neat stuff, folks. So I think I got that poster mostly because it had Andre Dawson on it. So if you guys want to see more of that poster sometime, please leave a comment. Let me know, and that way I can like shoot it up, have it held out or something. All right, so here's just going to be some random stuff that was in this box. I'm not super happy with my Denny's video because my voice was a little tired and all that, but so I may end up redoing that or breaking it down by season. Had these in there. There's that Andre Dawson Denny's card, and then my 2 recent pickups, and then I just ordered the one that I needed. So I think it was the 89 that I needed that I was talking about yesterday. All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff, folks. So just some random things that came with cards or something like that. So I had, for some reason, I got a bunch of these, and I don't remember ever buying those, but NFL Pro Set, the little game, scratch off game. There's that. Then I think like in Topps and Upper Deck, we're doing baseball card day or something like that. This was like the advertisement that came in it. So if anyone remembers these, looks like 2006, folks. So that would have been the era for me. And of course, I can't find magnifying glass. Yeah, that's 2006. So it's just one of the little cards that came as an advertisement with like baseball card day. I don't know if I ever showed this, but there's another magazine card, Sports Illustrated for Kids. So that's King Griffey Jr. there. So for to pick that up somewhere along the line. That's cool. It's one of those perforated cards that you have to pop out. So that, I guess, should have gone in one of them other videos that I did of that stuff. Then there was this, I saved these. I think these came in the packs. Upper Deck, I believe. Collector's offer, but I figured, hey, Ryne Sandberg on this thing. It's like getting a checklist card with a superstar on it, right? And December 1987, so no, it couldn't be Upper Deck. Sports Flicks. Oh, these came in the Sports Flicks. So there you go. So these were like a little, like paper thin, little collectible. And I think I have a few of them, but I definitely kept the Ryne Sandberg one from my cubbies. Boy, yeah, that is paper thin, folks. So it's just an ad to get whatever this is. So let's kind of take a look, see what you can get. This year, Sports Flicks is offering collectors an exclusive series size Coopertown cards and 4 blah 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 player discs. Cards feature interesting blah 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 magic motion. So Mike Schmidt, Ryne Sandberg, Mike Scott, Jose Canseco, but it was like $5 even back then. That's pretty expensive. So that's pretty neat. If you're a super collector of Ryne Sandberg, why not, right? Here's a TCM A card. And the baseball's greatest sluggers, Ernie Banks. So I don't know if I showed this already, but I have no idea what set that's from. So it went in my oddball box, but it's a pretty card. As you know, those are the ones that did those minor league cards. Now this card is pretty cool, so I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. Some more little advertising things that I got in here, like a stamp and some of these little prize things. And then once I'm done with this, I'll probably move it on to like some box set stuff. So that's like the Topps Hit to Win baseball game. I believe these came in the scratch off thing, like the scratch off 3-panel cards or whatever. So there's what you can win, folks. So that's kind of stuff I like to keep because I never seen that before, and if I didn't pick this up somewhere along the line, you know, I would have never known that this came with the card when somebody shows it, like, oh, here's a 1952 Topps card. That'd be nice to see how they came, right? All right, and then this backyard baseball thing here. Junior sports. So I thought those were kind of neat little set. I think that was a game, but this came in like the, I don't know, did this come in triple play or whatever that was? No, it's 1999, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure what this is. Alright, but look, you got Barry Bonds, Mo Vaughn, Ivan Rodriguez, Randy Johnson, Cal Jr., and Mark McGwire on that. 2001, just like that little Ryan Sandberg thing I just showed. Alright, what is this? Artist proofs, blah blah blah, starting card. So I don't know what that came with. And I think just some tag. Oh wow, so Lobo tag, minor league baseball, so like a jersey or something like that. So yeah, garbage for most people, just regular old ephemera, but I think it's pretty neat. Because I kind of dig packaging, folks, and I think some of the other guys do too. I think old Stukes was showing some packaging stuff today, showing on his little shelves and stuff like that, and so that's pretty neat. Now, I don't remember if I did the classics, so let's do some classics. So 91 classic, I still don't know what, if classic was just some kind of board game or you know, like Uno set, you know, like you got cards in a box and you had to play some game, or Trivia Pursuit kind of game or something like that. So Lee Stevens, so not Lee Smith. But they're cool looking cards, but these are very 90s. Mark Lewis. I don't believe I showed these ones yet, because I really don't know if they're oddball or did you have to buy these in wax packs, or was it just a board game? If it was like a board game or something, I'd consider it oddball. Mike Collier. Dave Magdalene, so that's one of the names. No. I swear Dunruss had to do these cards, people. The great Vince Coleman. Alright. Bernard Gilkey, and I already showed you my Andre Dawson one, so I'm not going to pull those out because I don't want this video to go on forever. And then here we go. Nolan knows Bo. So there you go. Commenting collector. There's a pretty beat up card. A trashy card, but it doesn't qualify because it's 1990. But Nolan Ryan nonetheless, so why would I throw that out? Alright, then they had this one here. Doug Fitzer, San Bernardino Spirit, so I don't know if they were doing it for the minor leagues as too. I guess I should have left this with my minor league stuff for my minor league Mondays. So that might be from a team set or something. Alright, I'll get to that one later too. Alright, then I got one of these. This is like little phone card. Kerry Wood. I think I picked that up in Newark. So yeah, I think you know, just like a prepay phone now. You used to have to go buy these cards, and you can make calls from a payphone, and talk for however long that you paid for or something like that, or get a discount in long distance or whatever. So you'd have to scratch that pin off. So that looks like 98 was when it expired, so it was around then. It says 1997 on there. So scoreboard ink. I don't think that has anything to do with old score, but there you go, Kerry Wood, so that's pretty cool. Then this, I guess, star card. 11 of 11 star. It's Philadelphia Phillies, so maybe that was a Phillies team card. You know, like card they gave away at the stadium. Like my Andre Dawson's. I don't know. Anyone knows, please leave a comment, let me know. There you go, Macho, Phillies. Alright, moving along. Here's another set of cards. I'm not sure where these things came from, but Baseball Wit. So this is some more Hall of Famers. It's funny it doesn't have the name on the front, but maybe that's part of the game or something like that. That looks to be old Frank Robinson there. Photo Frank Robinson. The only one to win the MVP award in both leagues, courtesy of National Baseball Library. And that is 1989 Imperative Marketing Products, Billings, Montana. So another kind of like classic game or something like that, maybe. I think this was meant for kids to teach them baseball knowledge. Alright, and then who do you got here? Great Teddy Ball Game. Oh yeah, Little League. So it's got the Little League symbol up here. Let me bring out my highfalutin magic wand. Abracadabra, Magadoo, Albuquerque Turkey. Who are you? Little League. That would be Teddy Ball Game, Ted Williams. So I guess this was a set done for Little League. So dang, I should have done a showing of these by themselves, folks. That's okay. I can do another one. It's gonna get buried in this video. Hammer and Hank Aaron there. Little League Baseball. Wife should be coming in the door any minute, folks. So that's pretty cool. These are nice cards, a pretty decent stock. What do we got here? Play 2. Ernie Banks, my cubby. Mr. Ernie Banks. These are nice cards, very simple. Oddball, I like these. Alright, who do we got here? Looks like old Bob Gibson to me. Yep, Mr. Bob Gibson. It's 1989. Looks like old Little League was trying to spread the game around. But if you were in Little League, you were probably already pretty interested in baseball, unless your parents were making you do it. And we all had that 1 or 2 guys on our team that their parents signed them up for Little League, and they just did not care. We had a kid in right field that just was like kneeling down, looking at the clovers and trying to find a 4-leaf clover, staring out over the fence. Shit. It was funny. Poor kid. He didn't want to be there. It's like Reggie Jackson there. So this is a nice set. I'm going to have to reevaluate this one. It's like I always forget about this little set that I have in there. Who's that? Tom Seaver? It sure is Tom Seaver. So I'm not sure how big this set was, but it's pretty nice. Alright, some more random stuff to boot. An A-Rod, some kind of playing card. Oh, I think this came in some cereal or something. Now that I think of it, this might have came in a box of cereal or something. It looks like a playing card, but I vaguely remember getting this out of a pack of something, or cookies or cereal. What does this say? But I may be wrong, folks. I could be wrong. Major League Players Association 2001. But yeah, the Wizards of the Coast. So yeah, this was some kind of game, and I believe that this did come in some product. So MLB Showdown sports card game. So if anyone knows how these were distributed, please let me know. I'll have to look it up sometime if I don't forget. Gary Carter on this card, and this is a Cons, so I might have already shown this one before, but Cons nonetheless. That's pretty nice. I think we talked about Cons in another video. And then another starting lineup card, Cal Ripken and Kenny Lofton. I think I already showed this. Yep, Hasbro. When they took it over from Kenner. It's printed in Hong Kong. Alright. Not baseball. Then just a few other things. I picked this up at a antique shop in Albuquerque over by Highland Theater. And that was one of my first vintage cards that, like, what is this? Is this like 50 something? But other than the vintage cards I had found in our antique cabinet that we had, and those were more 60s, I always liked these cards. And so this Rod Carew I picked up at the antique shop. And I probably, when I was getting those Nolan Ryan Coca-Cola cards and poster and whatever, so I remember getting this. I don't remember what I paid. It was like $3 or something like that. I probably didn't have a lot of money at the time, but I picked this up. That would have been around the mid 2000s, '05, let's say. What do we have here? Adolfo Phillips, outfielder for the Cubbies. On the Topps card, 1969. So that was just in there. So I must have pulled that from one of those repack sets. All right, then here's one of those baseball card day little packs where they had Flair and Topps. Oh, I guess I opened this one. So let's see what year this is. Mark Pryor. I like baseball card day. It was cool. So Topps, Upper Deck, and Flair, I think, combined to get together in 2005. So that must have been when I really started recollecting again, was in 2005. Because it was oddball stuff mostly up to then. And like I said, in 2005, I think I got hooked after pulling the Jacoby Ellsbury autograph and the TNA knockouts. And so I probably started going to the store, card shop, and found out about these free cards. All right, Flair. So that's a nice one. Greg Maddux, old style, classic looking card there. 2005 Flair, of course, with that kind of upside down back to me. I don't know. Greg Maddux. Pretty sweet. And J.D. Durbin. J.D. Durbin on Dunross. Those are pretty nice looking Dunross. Very Stadium Club-ish. Not usually my cup of tea, but kind of mother's cookies. Back's a little bit crazy, and the cardstock's just beautiful. Beautiful, thick cardstock. Like, you can barely bend that. So Dunross definitely stepped it up, but so there we go. Greg Maddux, Mark Pryor. So pretty nice stuff there, folks. Then I just dug through that whole box, and the other cards that I have in there are like some non-oddball stuff, like Justin Fields rookie card, like Brian Urlacher, some Michael Jordan stuff. You know, pretty much mainstream cards that I was setting aside in that box because I think that was probably the only box I had. Alright, here's another George H.W. Bush card from Topps. Distinguished Service. George Bush, when he was a Navy pilot, got shot down, but before his plane went down, he went and delivered his payload against the Japanese in the Pacific, and then crashed. Fortunately, his co-pilot died. but then he was rescued from out of the sea in his little raft, and it was all caught on film on a submarine. So maybe it talks about that here, but I need to say I'm a big fan of George H.W. Bush. Whether you are or not, that's okay. 2007 tops. Seems to be an insert set of some kind, or unless that was a special set they were doing. So you can read that. So that's cool. Alright, then we have this 2007 Topps Baseball Cards Flashback Fridays. So I believe this was like says starter set, so maybe these were given out to like kids or something, kind of like baseball card day. But I've never opened this one, so I don't plan on it, because can't figure those are worth a whole lot. I don't know if there's any odds of getting autographs or anything like that, but that's cool. I've got one of those at the card shop at some point in time and never opened it, so I have to maybe look at what those cards look like. Alright, and here's a more modern card. This is an insert in Topps Heritage, Christian Yelich candy lid there, so that's pretty neat. Alright, and might as well show you guys the pins, because these things have been driving me nuts, people. I really don't want to collect these things because they just are a hassle. Here you go, Mangini, Pirates, little disc. Alright, there's my man. Alright, I probably just picked these up because of the names, but they're all pretty good names, I think. Pete Rose, a little Cincinnati Reds pin. I think what were these Topps? Yeah, I think you just bought a little pack and these came in. I think I've seen them since then, that you could still buy them in wax. Of course, Nolan Ryan, that one's pretty good shape. Nolan Ryan. They sure are a hassle to keep, though. They just don't go with anything. Mike Schmidt. Mr. Mike Schmidt. And of course, how can I not show you my Andre Dawson? So there's my main man, Andre Dawson. And these are 1984 people. Fun Foods. So maybe they came in like cereal or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure I bought these secondhand at like a card shop. So there's my man Andre Dawson. So I picked up 2 of those. And I can't wait to get my Andre Dawson thing that should be coming in the next few days. And it's going to be an oddball kind of thing like this, not a card. But it's done by MSA, I'm fairly sure. And it's made of metal. And I've been wanting that thing for like 40 years. Alright, folks. Let's see what we do next. Alright, I guess I'll do these in this way. So I picked this Mike Schmidt card up at somebody's box. I don't know if that's really signed by Mike Schmidt or not. Anyone Phillies fans or any Mike Schmidt fans out there, if you can recognize the Mike Schmidt autograph, I know I could look it up. I think I looked it up, and I don't think this one looked real to me, but that was like 8 years ago or something like that, as opposed to the Eric Davis one I talked about. So that's why that one's not like top loaded or anything. But I could be wrong. That could be somebody through the mail or something like that. So if anyone knows if that is a legit Mike Schmidt card that came out of one of those box sets, you know, like you'd pick up at Walgreens, 44 card set. What do you guys think? Does that look like a real Mike Schmidt autograph? Alright. Then I picked this up. I believe I got this at the flea market in Albuquerque. And that is the bootleg Michael Jordan it's got its basketball stats on the back. Very nice, very well done for as simple as it is. With the Dunross front, like so, the 86 Dunross front. Rated rookie Michael Jordan. And this card was a bootleg going around a lot at the time, and I remember even thinking I read articles about this in one of those baseball card magazines. But I didn't care. I liked Michael Jordan. Liked to see him in baseball uniform, so I picked that up, and I've had that all the way since back in like 90, 91, somewhere in that area. It's probably where I picked this up at the flea market. I think at one of those guys' card tables. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. Now some entertainment now. In Albuquerque, where I got that like Lou Gehrig ALS Society, one of the places I got cards was Bubba's Bullpens, and then Derek's Dugout. I believe that was the name, Derek's Dugout. And he had some of those Lou Gehrig cards on there, but his shop was kind of far away, and it was not as big. But I did buy some stuff from that guy at some point in time. Now, he claimed at the time that these cards were legit from the movie, but unfortunately the guy who was like one of the set dressers or something on the movie took these cards and for display reasons, he took like a whole sheet and like glued it onto like a styrofoam, some styrofoam there, and then put a back on it, backing of paper, so that he could hang it on the wall like a giant poster or something like that. And then he got rid of the stuff and sold them, and then they cut them up into these cards, and that is a Roy Hobbs from The Natural. So Robert Redford is Roy Hobbs in The Natural, probably arguably the best baseball movie ever, one of them for sure. A lot of good ones back then. And that is supposed to be a legit from the set, but I don't know if there's any way to verify that or not. But I would imagine that story would be out there if that's how they were mounted. So there we go, folks. I've been waiting to show that one for a long time. Roy Hobbs. And to end it off, we're going to do a little entertainment. And hey, commenting collector, I think this is kind of right up your alley. I believe we had these 1978 because my mom was a huge fan, and my aunt and my sister were huge fans, and I'm a big fan of them too. And they had somehow, maybe somebody bought this for my mom for Mother's Day or birthday or some Christmas, maybe a pack. And I still have this Elvis card, and that is from Boxcar Enterprises. Alright, let's see if we can focus here, folks. Alright. Boxcar Enterprises 1978. Factors, etc., whatever, ink beard, whatever that means. And that's Elvis. And of course, it's young Elvis. And so there we go, folks. That's it for the Rando Oddball stuff. From Iron Maiden to Elvis, from Roy Hobbs to Michael Jordan, Mike Schmidt to Macho Man Savage, from Andre Dawson to Ernie Banks, and everyone in between. Alright, there's the end of my modern oddball run. So for the last month and however many weeks that I've been doing these, it's taken me this long to get through my modern oddball stuff. Not counting the little box sets like KB and all that. But this is it for the regular oddball kind of stuff. And oddball collectibles. And now I can move on to those box sets and pre-war and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed these things, like these Little League cards, these Roy Hobbs, Michael Jordan, all that stuff. Thanks for joining me on Old Style Classics baseball cards. Really appreciate it, everybody who's been watching and chiming in. Thanks.